Think about it. Why would Israel do this?
Yeah, so the Israeli army, the Israelis, took control of the TV stations. And what did they do next? They played pornography. First of all, when? In 2002, the Israeli army took control of, it's Ramallah, I believe is the name of the town. I don't know Palestinian geography very well, but Ramallah, I believe, is the name of the town. So they're fighting, the Palestinians and the Israelis, and the Israelis came in. This was during the Intifada, one of their uprisings, trying to become free. And the Israeli army came in and killed the Palestinian soldiers, and they took control. The Israelis took control of the TV stations in the town of Ramla. I think there were 3. I think that's what I was reading. So they took control of the public, right, broadcast. So this is like old style TV where they're just blasting it out to everybody, right? People using antennas, maybe cable, I don't know. But you get the idea. So the Israeli army, the Israelis, took control of the TV stations. And what did they do next? They played pornography, like hard pornography, right? Just sex and men, women, I don't know exactly.
Imagine that there is a drug that is as addictive as heroin and can potentially destroy your iman. And not only is this drug completely free of charge, it's also widely available and you can access it at a click of a button. And also there are no laws against this drug. There are no regulations in many countries around the world. So this drug can flood the market. Imagine how destructive a drug like that could be and how much damage could be caused to people's faith, to people's iman, if this drug were flooding the market. And in fact, that drug exists. That drug is pornography. There is a porn epidemic that is affecting the entire globe. Scientists are now recognizing the major problems that are caused by pornography and how people are addicted to pornography. This is something that is so severe that in the United States, there's even one state that has declared porn a public health crisis. This is primarily due to the addictive nature of pornography. One study from 2013 even said that pornography creates the same pathways of addiction in the brain as heroin. What has been less studied is how pornography affects religious beliefs. In a recent study published in the National Institute of Health, sociologists Samuel Perry and George Hayward published an article called "Seeing is Not Believing." In this article, they try to explain how pornography addiction affects faith, religious faith, and they found shocking results. They found that pornography has a secularizing effect on the viewer. They found that increased viewing of pornography causes a decrease in one's feeling of closeness to God, a decrease in frequency of prayer, a decrease in frequency of religious service attendance, a decrease in the importance of religion in one's life, and very importantly, an increase in doubts about one's faith. All of this is caused by a frequent viewing of pornography. What's interesting is that these effects hold regardless of gender. It affects males and females equally, but it does have a greater impact on youth. So teenagers especially are at a higher risk of experiencing these effects from increased watching of pornography. Even Israel as a country has used pornography as a weapon against Palestinians. In 2002, when Israel was attacking Palestine, specifically the West Bank, they took over the Palestinian TV stations and broadcast pornography on the Palestinian TV stations. Think about it. Why would Israel do this? They did this because they understood this is a weapon to take away the haya, the modesty, the decency of Palestinians, to corrupt the Palestinians on a spiritual and psychological level. But of course, as Muslims, we've always known that we have to lower the gaze, and Allah commands us to lower the gaze because the eyes are the gateway to the heart. And if you expose your eyes to filth, then that will blacken your heart and dirty your heart because of what you see and hear. Free yourself from these chains, free yourself from this addiction, free yourself from something that is potentially causing you doubts in your religion, something that is potentially causing you all kinds of damage to your faith and your iman.